Mists of Pandaria. So, if you watched my bonus video on Leroy Jenkins, you will know that I filmed this in October, even though it's going up in November, because in the month of November I am focusing on writing my novel. After I watched the Elder Scrolls, what were the other ones? Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect 3, it made me want to learn more about Mists of Pandaria because that cinematic was one of my favorites along with those three. So that's why I decided to watch this one. I know some of you guys wanted me to go back earlier and some of you guys wanted me to do some lore stuff. And a lot of you are asking me to do novel 87 lore. And I'm not going to do any of his stuff right now. Not because I don't believe you that it's good. I believe you that it's very good. But because when I reached out to him, he rightfully is concerned about people just reposting his stuff and not adding anything to the conversation. And where I am right now with my knowledge base, I don't know that I would add anything to the conversation. And it seemed like he would not be okay with me just like watching it and learning and enjoying and then posting it, which is totally fair. And because he voiced those concerns, I feel that if I were to watch it, I'd be very self-conscious thinking like, oh, I need to say something. And that's not really the way I want to watch something. I just want to be able to watch it. That's why I did his Hidden Azeroths. That's hard to say. That's why I did Hidden Azeroths lore video and why I'm not doing novel 87s right now. Maybe when I know more I'll do it in the future when I feel like I will be able to add stuff to the conversation, but I don't feel that way right now. So let's get into this one. I almost want to rewatch that other one. I'll do it on my own time. You guys don't need to see me watch something twice. Okay, this video is on Zal, X-A-L, Zal's page, and I will link it in the description. This video is almost 2 hours long. I'm gonna do about 20, maybe 20, 30 minutes of it today and see how it goes. And we'll see if I do more after. I'm so excited!
10,000 years ago, all the continents of Azeroth were as one.
Yeah.
And it is said that all the rivers in the world flowed to one magical place.
Okay. Oh, is this where it flowed?
Was the ancient empire of Pandaria.
Pandaria.
Nestled in the most fertile of river valleys at the far end of the world. Behold, the last emperor on the day of his coronation. His name was Xiao Hao. Young Xiao Hao was born to be emperor and wanted for nothing. The wealth of the great Pandaren Empire was his to command. All Pandaren emperors begin their reign by consulting with the great Jinyu elders. It was said that the Jinyu could talk to the rivers, that they could hear whispers of the future in the rippling waves. The great water speaker closed his eyes and listened to the rivers. He listened for the Emperor's long life and prosperous realm.
And he's not going to hear it.
He heard something else entirely.
Did he hear the fish lady? The scary fish lady?
The wise old Jinyu saw a faraway land. A kingdom of elves, grown bold in their arrogance. He saw a pit of fire, a great...
Is this actually the fish lady?
...opening upon countless horrors. Numberless demons were about to pour...
Oh my god, Well of Eternity, is this the book that I read?
Rending the land, corrupting all they touched. Even if the demons were defeated, the world would be forever broken. The continents forever shattered.
I was thinking he looked like the fish lady.
Emperor Xiao Hao watched in disbelief
as
the Jinyu water speaker reeled from the terror of his vision. What did you see? Xiao Hao asked. Long life? Prosperous realm?
Hard no.
The future held neither for the last emperor of the Pandaren.
My stepmom made me this blanket.
Young Xiao Hao could not rest on the riches of his empire. If he was to save his land and his people, he would be called to do something great.
Oh, does he step up and do it?
On an epic journey. He would sacrifice all that he was. This is his story.
Okay. The burdens of Xiao Hao. Oh, I see. So that was one, and this is another one.
The horrible vision of the sundering weighed
I'm not as dumb as
heavily
I
on
sound
Emperor
sometimes.
Xiao Hao. Cold and alone, he ascended Mount Everest, seeking wisdom from the
Mount
Jade
Everest?
Serpent. What troubles you, young Emperor? The Spirit of Wisdom asked. Xiao Hao replied, countless demons will soon pour over Azeroth. What must I do to save my kingdom?
I wish I knew if I was right
Serpent
about
answered, seek out the heart
the
of
Well of Eternity
Pandaria,
book.
for the answer lies within. But how can I find it? The Emperor protested. Your emotions cloud you, said the serpent. Free yourself of these burdens. Let the land be your teacher.
Easier said than done, Serpent Man.
But the Emperor did not understand.
I don't understand either when my therapist says things like that.
He sulked back to his home in the Jade Forest. As he traveled, he commiserated with his old friend, the Monkey King. I was to have a long life, a prosperous realm, the Emperor cried. I cannot do this. Relax, said the Monkey King. We are in this together. As he spoke,
I like the
four
Monkey
winds
King.
began to howl. A great gust blew the Monkey King away.
What?
The Monkey King laughed and called out above the roaring storm, sorry, you can't fight fate. The Emperor cried out for his friend. No, wait. I cannot
The wind
do
just
this alone.
took him away?
And in that moment, all of Xiao Hao's uncertainty was manifest in a terrible dark energy. A Shah of doubt.
Wait. I feel like I heard something I knew there, but
The more the
don't
Emperor
know.
struggled, the more he weakened. The Shah would surely overtake him.
oh, I didn't know what I thought I
How
knew.
remembered the wisdom of the Jade Serpent. And
Something
he looked
releasing
to
your
the land
emotions.
for answers.
Oh, right. Look to the land.
Nearby,
Good thing I'm not in
the
charge.
bamboo of the Jade Forest was also threatened. The reeds that stood rigid against the gale broke under its force. But the reeds that bent with the wind endured the storm and prospered in the rain. Xiao Hao realized the lesson of the reed. And when he turned his back to the Shah, suddenly, all his doubts vanished. He knew he could be more than just Emperor. The four winds carried the laughing Monkey King over the valley and through the wilds. The Emperor's faith led him onward to save his friend and to stop the terrible sundering the Water Speaker had foreseen.
Huh. Interesting. I'm confused at why the Monkey King thinks it's so funny that the wind is taking him away. I wouldn't want to be taken away if my buddy needs help.
Emperor Xiao Hao, free of doubt, pursued his friend, the Monkey King. With the wind at his back, Xiao Hao ran. But in his haste, the Emperor stumbled into the dense and untamed
Like a girl
swamps
in an
of the
80s horror movie.
Pandaria Wild.
Can he swim?
No! The Emperor cried out. He fought to free himself, but only sank further. The more the Emperor worried, the deeper he sank.
This is so emotional.
Had taken
like,
form. The
yeah,
shore
yes,
of
this
despair.
that kind of emotion is what I mean. Like for him, kind of for me, but mostly for him.
Xiao Hao cried out, "Help!" Far above, the majestic red crane of hope soared. "Why do you struggle so?" the crane asked. "I have lost my friend, my kingdom," Xiao Hao cried. "It is hopeless." "Your friend is not lost," the crane replied. "You are." Again, Xiao Hao looked to Pandaria for the answer. He saw the great tree growing in the middle of the swamp. The branches reached for the heavens, but its roots stretched deep into the earth. Xiao Hao's feet found purchase. With hope in his heart, the Emperor reached upward, and the grip of despair loosened.
Huh.
I must
How many
never
times is he
forget
gonna have
who
to do
I
this?
am. I am the Emperor, and I will save this land.
If this was 10,000 years ago, he's not the bear in the hat, right?
Xiao Hao could hear the Monkey King's laughter on the wind, but it came from the west, beyond the serpent's spine wall. This was the land of the Mantid, mortal
Never
enemy
go there,
of
Simba.
all Pandaren.
Just kidding.
I
Does it kind of look like an
cannot
elephant
do
graveyard?
this, Xiao Hao decided. Trembling, the Emperor turned to leave. "Where are you going?" asked a voice. "I'm afraid to go on," said the Emperor. Looking into the wastes, he saw a great black ox. "Just follow your feet," the black ox said. "They will know the way."
This is like
Xiao Hao descended the wall
a really
and crept through the
scarily
strange
animated kids book.
To the Emperor, it was a waking
You know?
nightmare. But his feet led the way.
Like overcoming negative emotions.
He heard a dreadful sound.
Mufasa! Ooh, say it again. Oh, his friend!
Mounted warriors argued how they would split up and devour their prize. The Monkey King.
Why did the wind leave him there?
Xiao Hao was paralyzed with terror.
Let's go, Xiao
The
Hao!
insidious Shaw of Fear held him in place.
Overcome! Ooh, God. Creepy, 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 creepy.
The voice of the ox came to Xiao Hao, saying, "You must not let your fear control you, my Emperor. You must control your fear."
Yeah.
Xiao Hao looked once again to the land for answers. The great Kaipari trees of the town-long steppes were legendary for their sap. In one bead of amber, Xiao Hao found his answer.
Jurassic Park?
"I will not be paralyzed by fear," the Emperor proclaimed. Xiao Hao hurled his way.
He is finding the answers in his therapy way faster than I'm
Globs of
finding the
sap
answers in
rained
mine.
down from above. And now it was the
Oh,
Mantid
I
who
get
were
it.
held fast as they struggled against the sap. The Emperor
Very
had
clever,
saved his friend.
Xiao Hao.
As they fled, the Monkey King was overwhelmed by doubt. "Emperor, we cannot do this alone," he cried.
You're not alone.
You
You're
should
together.
create an army to crush the Mantid once and for all. Free of his doubts and master of his fears, the Emperor was more confident than ever. No, said Xiao Hao. The storm that burns the sky comes for the Mantid as well. We need an army to crush a legion.
Oh, and people keep asking me to watch Legion stuff. That's who's coming? Oh my god, is that who comes through the portal thing that the guy who gets trapped in the stone tries to...
Faced a terrible fortune. A burning legion set to tear the world asunder.
Yeah, this was in the book.
He had cast away his doubt, despair, and fear.
You got this, boo-boo.
Now, confidence brimming, he would build an army.
Okay.
High atop the peaks
Mr.
of Kunai Summit,
Make a man.
the 100 greatest warriors of Pandaria perfected their arts under
there?
the watchful eye
The
of the White Tiger.
Naturally.
The spirit of strength. I need an army, Xiao Hao announced. I have come for my warriors.
I just feel like he's up there being like, let's get down to business.
But the White Tiger recognized the great darkness within the brash emperor.
Oh.
Why do you fight? The tiger.
That is a great question.
Xiao Hao bristled. To destroy demon hordes. To crush those who oppose me. No, that is no reason to fight, the tiger said.
I'm on the tiger's team.
You are indeed fearless, but still, you are burdened. The emperor scoffed, so the white tiger issued a challenge. Take this staff, and if you can touch any one of my warriors, they are yours to command. Spurred on by the howls of the Monkey King, the Emperor spun about, thrusting and swinging the staff. But the warriors easily dodged his every blow. Furious, Xiao Hao roared.
No.
The sum of all his rage, the Shah of anger burst forth.
No, Xiao Hao!
The Emperor fumed and broke the staff over his knee. Violence and hatred erupted. You see now why you are not ready to lead? The White Tiger
Legit.
proclaimed. Your anger does not empower you. It makes you weak. Defenseless, Xiao Hao faced the darkness he had created. As one, the Shah struck out.
The who struck out?
But as the smoke cleared, the Emperor stood, unharmed.
No!
The shape of a mighty warrior lay broken at his feet. A warrior who had paid the ultimate price to save his Emperor.
Aww.
Xiao Hao's heart swelled as he knelt humbly before the White Tiger. My rage exacted a heavy toll, the Emperor said. A single sacrifice has shown me the power of fellowship, of love, of peace. The White Tiger nodded. Again, I ask, why do you fight? For home and family, Xiao Hao.
Oh my god, I have goosebumps. I want to
For
cry.
the people I protect. For them, I would give my final breath. Thank you, White Tiger. Relieved at last of all his burdens, the Emperor rose. Come, Monkey King. We must go to the heart of Pandaria before all is lost.
Oh, I
As
love
the Emperor
it!
and his friends set out, the skies grew black. For the time of the sundering had come.
I remember that line, "Why do we fight?" at the end of the other trailer too. So, I guess it's like a thing? Oh, so ominous. How long do these panda guys live for?
And so Xiao Hao came to the heart of the land, the sacred veil within the center of his empire. Purged of all his burdens, the Emperor radiated enlightenment.
Oh, I strive to be so enlightened.
Inside the veil, his people huddled for shelter. They knew that the end of the world had come, and they cried out for the Emperor to save them. People of Pandaria, Xiao Hao declared, stay calm, focus your minds, and together we will make it through this. But his people did not understand. As Xiao Hao gazed upon their faces, he saw the burdens that he had overcome.
Right.
He recognized doubt and despair. He saw his people frozen in fear or trembling with anger. And he knew that they had little time to learn what he had learned.
Oh my god, this is so real.
Time. My people need time, the Emperor realized. And in that moment, the Emperor recalled the lesson of the Jade Serpent. Seek out the heart of Pandaria, for the answer lies within. As Xiao Hao reflected on his journey, he looked to the land and saw a single blossom in the wind. No matter the burdens I faced, he thought, the land provided guidance. But the truest answers always came from within. And then it became clear. I was to have a long life and a prosperous realm. But I am more than just Emperor. I now know what I must do.
What must you do?
For I am the heart of Pandaria. People of Pandaria,
he can fly?
Xiao Hao proclaimed, you are not yet ready to face the storm that comes.
Oh, the little baby!
And I cannot stop it. But you will weather this storm, and many more. For I will give you the time to learn the lessons that I have learned.
How?
And then, the last Emperor of Pandaria sacrificed all that he was, and all that he would be, and gave his final breath to become one with the land.
What?
A dense mist surrounded and protected his
Oh!
And while the rest of the world broke apart in the fury of the sun.
Oh, when Wilson was going through. Not Wilson. Wilson was the personal trainer.
Hidden by the Emperor's
Oh my gosh, it's like Themyscira.
It drifted out to sea like a blossom on the wind. The trees in the Vale have never stopped blossoming. And in time, we Pandaren learned to live as our Emperor lived. His lessons endure in the temples of his land. And from the snowy peaks of Kunlai Summit, he watches over us. And it is said that if we listen very closely, he speaks to us still through the mists.
Oh my god, I love it!
These are the Emperor's gifts to us. And this is Pandaria.
Cool. Cool. Oh! Cool. Okay, I will definitely continue this in a later video. I really liked that. I felt like that was like, I wish that I had the same like spiritual awakenings again and again that the last Emperor of Pandaria had, because I feel like then maybe I would just be like more zen in general. But that was great. I really like that. I do remember somebody commenting once saying that after this expansion, is that the right word to use? It kind of didn't make sense that everybody was still fighting. So maybe if somebody wants to tell me whether or not that was accurate, and if you're not pretty early to commenting, just take a quick look in the comments to see if there's anybody else who has already answered the question and just upvote it for me, so to be sure that I see it. I really appreciate that. I really liked that. It was kind of slow at times, and I think that's just like the style of the animation wasn't as engaging as other things have been for me, but the story like really picked up, and like I got it. I understood why he kind of had to do the same little self-exploration realization journey 3 times for these different emotions that kind of manifested more in the end, where like in the middle of it I was a little like, okay, like kind of like let's gotta move on. But that was great. I will definitely watch more of that in the future. Oh, that was so nice. I almost cried. Well, anyways, I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves and each other out there. My book, Magic Required, is available at all major distributors. Dominion Required comes out November 26th. If you do pre-order a copy of Dominion Required, please enter my giveaway. Links are in the description. And if you are doing NaNoWriMo, please join my Discord. We do have a NaNoWriMo support group there, which I am a part of. And that's all. As always, may the force be with you. Live long and prosper, and I'll be back.
They decided water would be the way I died, but I swam anyway. It was my way of biting my thumb at them, at the old gods who made me like this. To be honest, I hated the water. It scared me. I doubtless hated the fear more than the water itself, because I needed it to.